Oh man. Okay. Mind if I switch gears just a little bit?
Why not? What you got?
Uh, so I've mentioned to you before how back in Indiana I was somewhat the patriarch of my friend group.
This happens.
I was on the older end of things. I was sort of the community organizer leader. I wasn't the oldest, but I certainly had some like a sort of veteran authority to me. Then I moved to Seattle and I joined Sakaga, and I'm suddenly like the youngest member. And I maybe not youngest because like we had some young folks come in, but like I was certainly on the younger end, and so I kind of had the whiplash of being kind of the oldest in my friend group to being the youngest, and I don't like mind at all. It's nice to have the different experiences of that and whatnot, but yeah, recently I joined a RP group and it's very fun, but it's I'm not like I'm very solidly in the middle of this group, and some of the older folks are trying to get me with the you're a spring chicken jokes, and I'm just like completely turning it on its head because it's really fun.
It's like, darling, you don't even know.
Yeah, I was 35 when I was 15, and I mean that serious. But no,
Nat, I was 40 by the time I turned 25 is the line from my comic.
yeah.
I'm proud of that line. I like that line.
I don't know. At some like I know Disney's doing some kind of like is it like a 1971 meal because that's when it was founded, and it's like and it's like on its 50th anniversary or something like that. Anyways, there's like a there was something they were giving out that was $19.71 because of celebrating the 1971 founding of Disney World. And someone goes, "Oh, I could have bought, like 2 weeks worth of groceries for that in 1971," or like.
Yeah, no, that's close enough. Close enough.
No, it was that's a later bit of the joke. I apologize. What they said was, "Man, I couldn't eat anything like that in 1971," to which I responded with "Same."
Okay.
And they're like, "You weren't even born yet." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
That's what I'm saying.
And then at one point, then the grocery line comes up, to which I responded with, because this is the same person who's trying to get me with the "I'm young" jokes. I just go, "Were groceries even invented in 1971? I don't know. I wasn't born yet." And I feel like I won that conversation.
There's something to be said about the gift of quick wit.
Yes.
It is definitely a skill I grinded to have. I didn't have it and put the work in to build it up. And it's funny because Kodigan and I were hanging out right before stream, and we're just like shooting a shit and talking about something. And I don't even remember the jokes, but I cracked like 2 or 3 just really killer jokes. They're gone now. It's in the past. It doesn't matter. But I was just like, damn, I must be turning it on early. Like it's the improv thing. It's the don't plan, react. And you hear the thing and you say the thing, and that fast reaction of, oh, I thought of it. I immediately thought of the funny thing for that thing. And you can't do it all the time, but you can open yourself to it and have the confidence to take the shot whether it hits or not. And
More than once I've been like, "Hey, I tell, over 90 good jokes a day. I'm allowed, 1 or 2 dots."
Was that said by someone? Was that said by you?
That was said by me.
Is it 90?
It sounds like it's.
That seems like a lot. Like that seems like a
wasn't-
large number of jokes for your current career.
I mean, I was exaggerating.
Okay. All right. Sorry to take you to task on that particular.
No.
point.
My point is, I tell a lot of good jokes, and not all of them. So not all the jokes I tell have to be good. I'm allowed to have some duds. Sometimes the duds are funny
and
too.
I think this goes back to like the conversation we had on Tuesday about acting and what is acting and what, because I have literally done voice acting for you on your podcast and have a kind of a weird feeling about calling myself an actor because I've never trained in acting. I never thought about acting. I just kind of like have this particular social skill that I can turn on. and then you and Fable as well, kind of like were a lens through which like this very very bright light that I am could be filtered into an actual thing. So I appreciate that opportunity. But like in the same sense, I don't know if I tell jokes. I mean, I have told a joke before, but like I don't think the thing that I do is tell jokes. But the thing that I was just referring to is kind of like being able to react in a funny way, which I guess could be considered jokes.
Yeah, I think it depends on your definition of joke.
And I'm willing to hear a definition that says that what I do is or is not tell jokes.
I think it's kind of up to interpretation. In my case, I sort of just look at wit in general. A story that can be repeated, even if it's slightly...
That's a really good point, because a lot of the things that I say and do that are funny-ish in all of this really can't be repeated, but they can be recorded. You know, I couldn't, like...
You know, you say that, but you've got a talent for telling stories in a humorous way. And maybe it's not everything you ever encounter in your life, but there are Jarisms, and the Jarisms stick with me a lot of times because they're fucking funny. And so, like, I consider them jokes in the way that I consider graphic novels comics, if that makes sense. Like, some people might have a more elitist view of it, but I look at it as just one, you know, different words for ultimately the same thing.
I got that.
Shiny Zubats on your chat. I do very much love Jir stories. They are wonderful. I too love Jir stories.
Oh no, that was on your side.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Where's my chat? Oh wow. I lost complete track. I completely lost track of whose stream I was looking at.